This is a message for the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine. I'm going to be channeling some downloads, some messages that I'm receiving very heavily for both sides. Okay, so let's get right into it, you guys. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. I'm Erica. I'm a psychic medium and a prophetess, high priestess, oracle, whatever you want to say, okay? All the things. If you are new, welcome to the channels, mi amors. So nice to meet you. You are definitely here for a reason. Those of you guys returning, welcome back and thank you. Okay, so very clearly, I think I'm going to start with the masculine and tune into that. Okay, so there are explosive energies in their 3D reality right now. Literally, was it last night? No, it was the night before last night, but I was so busy yesterday I didn't get a chance to like channel all this out. But also I was still receiving bits and pieces of the channeling, the messages. So I knew it wasn't time to like officially like record it anyways. Well, today is like, okay, go time. Record it, Erica, record it. They need to receive this. Okay. So the night before last, it was like literally, I don't know, like 9:30 at night or something. Off in the distance across the field from where I live, all of a sudden I started hearing kaboom, boom, 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 boom. Well, it was like those big, beautiful fireworks that go way up in the sky and so beautiful. Beautiful reds and golds and purples and all these beautiful just like colors, right? And it was so loud and I could see it off in the distance perfectly it was like straight in front of me, like sitting on my front porch across the field. And I always know that, you know, this is a simulation. So everything that we witness, we see, things that happen just like that. Most people, oh, look, there's fireworks going off, right? Not me. Me, I'm like channeling. This is a divination message. Like, okay. So, and what I immediately was getting with that obviously was like explosive. Okay. So, and I immediately was receiving masculine for the masculine. It's very explosive energy. So this would be like, you know, like arguments beyond like battlesome energy, argumentative energy, people just like losing their shit when it's like, if you've been trying to like force something to fit and keep the lid on something, okay, then you're gonna feel that explosive energy, okay? We have Pluto moving back into Capricorn temporarily for like 70 something days on September 1st. That is gonna be massive for all of this. For all of us, it's gonna be massive, okay? So, Divine Masculine, let's tune in with some messages here. There is explosive energy happening in their life, okay? So I feel that they are feeling quite irritable. I feel that they're feeling quite ready to expand in a lot of ways. If they're with karmic partners, the karmic partners could also be maybe going through awakenings or, you know, having enlightenment happening or whatever. They could be learning lessons too, which, you know, self-love. It's like when you start to wake up, you no longer will put up with the things you put up with before, right? Like attracts like. So a lot of these divine masculines, after they were triggered by the divine feminine's energy, frequency, the connection, whatever it is, okay, forget the labels. They took off, right? It was too much to handle for both of you guys, especially if it's a twin flame. Twin flame, it's literally impossible to harness that energy within your bodies in the physical realm until a substantial amount of healing has occurred, surrender has occurred, and you both have gone within and come into a union with self, okay? So let's just be very clear about that, okay? Because I'm a guide here. I'm a guide for twin flames because I am a twin flame. But I'm also a guide of divine union and a guide in many other ways too. Okay, so the masculines are experiencing that explosive energy. Things are popping off, okay? But I'm not sharing this for divine feminines to go, oh, goody, 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 you know, oh, I hope so, I hope so. Because if you're doing that, then that means you're not even ready for union. You're not even ready to receive divine union, because you're still holding on to that lack, separation, consciousness, mentality, whatever it is of like, when's it going to happen? And I've been waiting for this moment. If you've been waiting for anything like this to happen with your divine masculine, you're not ready for union. Okay. And that part ties into the message for the divine feminines that I've received from spirit. Okay. Now, and I'm sharing this with you to give you insight and confirmation, not for you to be outside of yourself, clinging to, you know, any kind of like physical outcome. And again, that's another part of the message for divine feminines. So there's things popping off on the masculine side. And I specifically, like I said, fireworks mean a lot of things, right? Explosive energy, fire energy, celebration energy. It also represents, you know, like fireworks between you and another person, extreme chemistry, you know, surprises, you know, all these things, right? But I was receiving it as explosive. It was like the universe was showing me what the heck is happening. Okay, so let's get a couple messages here. Spirit, can we get some messages, please, for the highest and greatest good? Okay, and speaking of the highest and greatest good, right? That is the alignment. That is what we're meant to be in the path of here, right? Is to align with our highest and greatest good, soul's true purpose, you know, all the things and everything that we do, asking ourselves, is this for the highest and greatest good of myself and all? Okay? And if the answer is no, when you ask that, then you know, right? So it's like the divine masculine is starting to really tune in to the highest and greatest good. This is not for my highest and greatest good. This is not serving me. This is not serving, you know, my health or my happiness. This is not serving me financially, whatever it is, okay? And same thing, I think, with a lot of the karmic energies out there. There's a lot of spiritual awakening, right? So someone who was totally asleep 6 months ago could be going through a massive ascension, an awakening, right? And I pray for everyone. I pray for everyone's awakening, everyone to ascend, everyone to reconnect to their higher selves and align with that and bring that in and anchor it down to earth, right? Okay. So I'm just getting that. I'm getting masculines. We know they've been going through awakening. We know they've been ascending, but they're, you know, they've been extremely in the ego and addicted to their comfort zones and 3D realities and the matrix and all the things, right? We know this. So I want to pull on the explosive energy, but like I said, karmics are experiencing enlightenment too. And they're starting to wake up to even, right, their own stuff. The masculines, it's starting to feel a lot like, I think, like, you know, we've been trying, it's like, you know, and this is going to be for everyone. And if the masculine's with a third party karmic or something, it's not going to be for every masculine and karmic. I'm just picking up on it. So I'm going to share it. And again, maybe you're picking up on that too. Like, you know, if you're that deeply connected on a soul level to this person or to another soul or whatever, right? You're gonna pick up a lot, especially if it is an actual twin flame. If it's a twin flame, you guys feel each other constantly, no matter what. My ring light just went out right as I said that. Okay, so confirmation. You guys are feeling it. They're feeling it too. There we go. I don't know why it does this sometimes now. Like I probably just need to get a new one, but it still works. But it's going out at very specific moments during readings. And so I always, as soon as that happens, it's like, okay, what did I just say? What was I just channeling? Look at this, bottom of the deck. I was gonna start shuffling again. This is all I need. So the other day I just recorded a collective message, and it was literally all about judgment and how the divine masculines are, they've been under judgment. They're feeling that judgment from the universe. And it's bringing forth an energy of forcefulness to ascend, to end cycles, to stop the karmic loops, the loop skis they've been in, right? There's the judgment card again. And then right after that, we have triumphant success. This is Ace of Swords. Okay. So, and these are both cards. This one says truth, but it's judgment. So it's like, It's someone speaking their truth. There's truths being realized. There's enlightenment around the truth of situations, right? Like, you know, I couldn't see how bad this person really was for me, but now I do. You know, I couldn't see before how this job was really bad for me and draining me, and the environment was very negative, but now I see it, and now I'm seeing it so clearly that it's making it difficult to even want to be at this job, right? And then you start thinking about and manifesting other paths, opportunities, other jobs, you know, company transfers, whatever it is, whatever you got to do, right? The ring light just went out again. I'm just gonna leave it, but hold on, guys. I'm gonna open up these blinds over here, so, because I don't want to keep getting up and resetting it. But there it is. So this is the explosive energy in the sense that the divine masculines are calling judgment in their lives right now. Okay, and maybe even karmic partners who are going through awakening are also calling judgment. You know, they might walk away from the masculines, right? They might get tired of the masculines, ego and things, and walk away. Whatever it is, I'm telling you, with that explosive fireworks energy that I was shown just the other night. And I live in farmland in the middle of the country. Like, I don't live in like a neighborhood or near, you know what I mean? This was like, it was meant to be seen, okay? It's not 4th of July anymore, you know, all the things. Okay, there you go. But I want to know, I'm not going to take the Ace of Swords. I want to keep shuffling. But it's showing us that there's some kind of divine truths being spoken and communicated. It's also epiphany. It's also aha moments of divine truth, where you're starting to see the divine truth rather than what the ego truth is. It's the soul's truth. Okay, tell me more about the firework energy and what I'm picking up on for the divine masculines. Recognition and reward. They're recognizing the truth. Look at this. This is also a card of, like, you know, achievement, right? Okay, hold on. Let's keep going. Hold on. So we have 20 and then 3. Oop, there it is. There's the explosive energy. I was waiting for it. There's the kaboom, kablam. There it is. Disruption. There it is. Like, it's disruptive. It's chaotic. It's uncomfortable. It's unhappy. It's like all of it, guys. Okay, there's the fireworks. There's the explosion. There we go. And it's them recognizing a lot of this, and if they align to it, and as they align to it, they are being rewarded because, right? You close out the cycle, and then boom, the recognition and the reward shows up. Okay. All right. And these two came out together. You have 3 major arcanas here in this deck, the Psychic Tarot. It's like an Oracle Tarot mixed, combined in one, right? But these are the major arcanas here. So this is the Fool card, New Beginnings. There it is. This explosive energy that we're all feeling this disruptive, kind of chaotic, explosive energy. And wherever we are experiencing that in our lives, in our 3D realities, in our work, relationships, money, finances, anything, that's exactly where the healing needs to be focused on, or where we need to go within and say, what the heck, what is this, right? I just did a channeled message yesterday. It should be right underneath this video, I believe. And it's called Guidance from the Goddess, because yesterday morning I was called to, the goddesses were coming through. The goddesses were coming through so strongly. Isis, Mary Magdalene, Hathor, Kuan Yin, Aphrodite. And they were all bringing forth the same energy, the same message, the same essence of a message, okay? And it was, you know, basically about what I just said, about where you are still feeling resistance or struggling, or, you know, having emotional, like, wounds come up, whatever it is. That's where the focus needs to go, and that's what needs to be healed, transmuted, honored, whatever it is, okay? So that same message carries through to this for the divine masculines and for you guys, whoever's tuning in here, okay? But this is it, the Tower. This is the Tower, and this is the Fool. This is Judgment, okay? And I said it's judgment and like tower moments, okay, for a lot of people right now. But as we move into, you know, we're only a few days away from September, and Pluto goes back into Capricorn. So everyone's going to be kind of forced by Pluto in Capricorn to look at all of the things that need to be transformed and things that need to be put to death, right? The death cycle, so that you can fully embrace, go through, you know, that transformative rebirth energy, okay? What needs to be transformed? What needs to be released? All that stuff, right? Okay, here we go. All right, so where are we at? 15 minutes? Okay. So can we get one more, please? Just one more. Tell me about this. Is this the Divine Masculines speaking truth and having truthful moments occur? Emotional withdrawal. Look at this, bottom of the deck, we have 8-8. The 8s have been like so wild. And we are moving out of the 8th month right now. The 8-8 portal was Lionsgate, you know, everything mixed with everything. It was just like, it's crazy. Okay, so for me, this is a yes. It's like, yes, they are speaking truth about what they were with, the emotions they felt that they've been withdrawing and withholding. So if it's like emotions of, you know, I'm not happy and I've been living unhappy for a while, or I'm in an unhappy marriage, right? I'm finally speaking my truth and my emotions. And by doing that, it's like calling judgment, and it does create towers, but we know the tower comes in and it brings destruction to, you know, foundations. It's like building your house on sand, right? Per se, let's say that, okay? And it's like, one day, this happens all the time down in like Southern California or other places like Pacifica and here in San Francisco and stuff, where, you know, like there's landslides, or like a whole like mansion will fall off the side, right? Because it was, the foundation wasn't good, or something with nature or whatever. But this is what I mean. It comes in and it's like it tears apart the faulty foundation so that new solid foundation, long-lasting foundation, can be rebuilt. Okay, it's divine redirection. So there's positive movement happening in the area of speaking truth, where they were emotionally withdrawing before and emotionally withholding. You know, it's like, we need to talk. I'm unhappy. I know you're not happy. All we do is fight. We don't get along. Sometimes it's good, but most of the time it's bad. There's a great imbalance. That's all of it, okay? This part too could connect with you. Maybe you're tuning in and you're the one who's going through this, right? Take it how it connects. But yep, positive movement forward, 8-8. Okay, so let's go ahead and tune in to Divine Feminine. Now for the Divine Feminine here, the guidance coming through very strongly. Very strongly. Oh my gosh, I just was like, this is a little question deck that I have here, and I was just moving it out of my way, and this card just like fell out like all crazy. It's, what do I need to know about my career, mission, and purpose? So again, it's like it brings forth the energy of like, what do I need to know? And like, I'm thinking a lot about things with my career, my soul purpose, my life purpose, you know, my life journey. So again, it's just, to me, it's like more confirmation of like what's going on over here. Okay. But that could also be for the Divine Feminine too. You know, maybe the Divine Feminine is trying to tap in and connect to these things, you know, like what else do I need to know, Spirit? Or, you know, maybe you're getting like readings or YouTube readings are saying things about your life purpose or your soul's mission, or, you know, things like that. So the guidance for Divine Feminine, is, you know, in the beginning, what I said about like, you know, that lack mentality or separation mentality of like, oh, good, finally, you know, I've been waiting for this moment, and, you know, or whatever it is, right? And I said, you're not ready for union if you're still in that vibration, if you're still at that frequency and are having those lower vibrational thoughts and things. Divine Feminines are being very strongly guided, and this isn't going to be for every Divine Feminine tuning in, because I know for a fact, because a lot of you guys are my clients and become, you know, personal clients and friends, right? But And a lot of feminines they've surrendered up physical outcomes with the divine masculine. They went inward. They focused on self, which is what we're meant to do. Okay? So, this is the guidance to the divine feminine right now. It is any type of lack energy, separation energy around divine union. It needs to be healed and it needs to be surrendered. Because you cannot receive divine union with a divine counterpart if you are still in that energy. Maybe not completely, maybe you've done a lot of work, but you still have those moments of separation where it's like, it's not here, where is it, when's it gonna happen, okay? And of course, right, like that's a lot of our ego sometimes, but it's also human aspect, right? Like I feel like I've been doing the work, where is it, okay? Patience, trust, faith, surrender. You have to do this. This is a part of it, okay? And what I mean by that is divine feminines are being guided, if you're not already there, to truly go within, focus on self, right? You know, a lot of divine counterparts are already in, like you're already in soul union. You're already in soul marriage union in the astral, in all the other dimensions, the higher realms. You know what I mean? So it's actually the illusion of the physical reality. But because we're physical beings, you know, also a lot of times our ego is like, well, you know, I need someone there. I want someone there, right? Because we crave physical touch and, you know, having chemistry with someone and being able to, you know, experience that, right? But Spirit is very clear that divine feminine really needs to focus on self. They really need to focus on their journey, on self. Don't worry about romance and all that. When is it going to show up? I feel like I've been doing the work, right? Release. You have to trust that everything is divinely orchestrated. So if union hasn't happened yet physically, then it hasn't been time. The energy's not right, or your energy's not right, right? And trust me in this, I'm right there with everyone, right? I'm not in a physical union yet with my kingdom spouse, with my new earth king, right? Because I have been having to heal things within that are still, it's like the vibration of separation. You know what I mean? And for some reason, I'm having a hard time right now kind of like getting the right words of what like is coming through. So bear with me, guys. Mercury goes direct in like 2 days or something like that. Thank goodness. Be able to talk again. All right, divine feminine, Spirit, please. Guidance, advice, anything for divine feminine. Love begins. What's interesting, look at this. And look at bottom of the deck though is suffering in silence. And it's a woman. Divine feminine is an energy, but we do have a woman, divine feminine, on the card, okay? Look at this. It's divine feminine suffering in silence about when love is going to begin, about when they're going to have their Ace of Cups arrive, about when their masculine is going to show up and pour out love, okay? You have to, and here's the thing, if you're like confused or you have like, right, like it's confusion around like union or like, you know, like why hasn't it happened yet? You're giving them that same message. You know, if it's a twin flame, if you're confused, they're confused. If you're vibing high, they'll feel it and they'll start raising their vibration. They will start aligning to it. That's how it works. Right? But if the feminine is suffering in silence, it's no wonder why the masculine has been suffering in silence too. Does that make sense? Okay. All right, because it's not all on the masculine. This is not all on the masculines. You know, and that's another thing that Spirit is, it's coming through very strongly. Resentment towards their divine masculines around the separation, around physical separation. I'm picking up on a lot of resentment energy. Like, it's not like, oh, I hate my masculine. You know, if that's the case, then this is not divine union. This is not divine counterparts, and you should not be listening to this. It's a resentment that could be suffering down below in silence, you know? So divine feminines are also being guided to look within. And look at, this is the Emperor card in this deck. So, you know, even connecting to masculine wounding, masculine traumas, and maybe it doesn't have anything to do with your divine masculine or a masculine in that regard, but there's something here about like the masculine wounds and distortions and traumas connected to divine masculine energies from past lives and this lifetime. This is known as the father, the boss, the emperor, the, you know, all the things, right? So maybe these masculine woundings have been around how men have treated you, how your relationship was with your father or lack thereof, abandonment wounds around, you know, people cheating, betraying, deceiving, leaving you behind, hurting you, leaving you for other people. Okay, a lot of us have experienced that. I've experienced all of the above, you know what I mean? So, and even if you're not consciously aware of it, it could be subconscious programs running, okay? So divine feminine is being guided big time to go within and not go outside of self any longer. Like, it's about going within. What is triggering me? If it's triggering you that your masculine is not showed up, that right there tells you, right? Tells you right there. That's something, there's a wound, something needs to be healed within. And that's another reason why the masculine hasn't shown up yet, right? Because why would the divine masculine show up if the feminine is still, if they can pick up on the wounding of the feminine, right? Okay. And all of this is to help everyone align into union, because we are, this is divine union timeline, honeys. Like, this is it, right? We're going to continue to rise. The Earth's vibration is going to continue to rise. It's not going away. It's not stopping, right? So this is to help everyone, you know? It's for all of us. For all of us. I'm doing the same thing right now because I can feel my divine counterpart like so close. Like so close. They're in my energy field. I can already feel them. I can already feel them. They are in my energy field. And so right now, with the planets, all of those planets in retrograde, with the astrology, with the solar flares and everything is trying to help balance and help us align too. As within, so without. When we're balanced within, we will attract in more balanced energy, right? We will attract in a balanced counterpart. Or someone who's done enough work to where, right? Like us. Because it's not like when we come into union, we're all of a sudden ascended masters and then we are perfectly balanced and so aligned and totally healed. It's not like that. We're still going to be on our own individual healing journeys while being in a union with a divine counterpart, like all the things, right? So anyways, this was beautiful for confirmation of exactly what I was saying I was picking up on. It's the divine feminine suffering in silence, living in their lives. Maybe you are living your best life to an extent. Maybe you are self-loving, right? But deep down, or in certain moments, and maybe these moments are occurring, you know, more if you feel your masculine more, you know, but there's that kind of suffering in silence over when is love going to start? When is it going to happen? And what the universe and spirit is saying is like, you don't have to, like, this is what you got to surrender. This right here. And look, it's a 9. The 9 is the end. A 10 speaks of completion. We have the 9 and then the 1. So it's like, you're also right there. So all you got to do is acknowledge this, surrender that up, have faith, trust in the universe, trust in the divine timing, trust in the process. Just like everything in life, when it's meant to happen, when it's meant to align, it will. It will. But the law of attraction is like attracts like. Like repels like. If you want to say it like that too, right? So if we're secretly suffering in silence and missing this person physically, and when is it going to happen? And oh, I wish they would just call, you know, I'm getting all these signs about them constantly, and I know that, you know, I know they miss me. I can feel it. I know they're thinking about me. Like, all that stuff right there creates resistance. You know, if you're clinging to it, right? It's one thing if you feel it, but you're just like, you know, you feel it, but you're not like experiencing that yourself. Does that make sense? Okay. So there it is. Look at, and look, what did I say? Transformation. I talked all about the death and the rebirth and Pluto moving back into Capricorn and what we all need to do at this time to really help ourselves bring forth union, right? And this goes for whether you know this person or if this is a new divine, like if this is a kingdom spouse who's coming in that you haven't even met yet, it's all the same. If we are like clinging to outcomes of, I'm tired of being single, when's it gonna happen? Then we are single-handedly creating resistance and slowing down divine union for ourselves, whether that be with a divine masculine that you've already, you know, encountered or someone new. Both polarities, both energies, masculine, feminine, massive transformation happening right now, massive spiritual transformation. Endings that bring beginnings. Putting the death to suffering and silence and surrendering it up and healing. Why? Like, why? Why am I still longing to so bad and like clinging physically for this to happen? Right? Okay. And I'm hearing rebirth time. Oh yeah, baby. Look at, right as I heard rebirth time, something was like, look behind the card. Look what it is. There it is. Look, we go through this and then we receive this. This is the Lover's card. Harmony, harmonious, divine union with your one true new earth, kingdom spouse, twin flame, soulmate, whatever it is. Okay? Like, everyone who's tuning into this, and look what came back. Look what came back with the Lovers. There it is, the Ace of Swords. See, a victory. All of this and this brings this, which is a victory, which is that new beginning. Beautiful. Okay. Beautiful. And then we have, so we have three aces here. We have the ace of, basically Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, and now right after the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands, passion ignited. I'm telling you, you guys, I'm telling you, this right here is the secret sauce. This right here is how we receive, okay? And then fertility, Empress energy. So we have the Emperor and Empress here, divine masculine energy and feminine energy. And we all have these within yin and yang. So it's about bringing these into balance, healing these energies, okay? All right. Beautiful, beautiful. Divine feminine, Empress energy, new abundant cycles, harvest cycles. And this is like, you know, about everything too. You know, this is about everything, you know, in life. Not just your divine union, but, you know, if you want to manifest or call in more money, right? It's a little different, right? Because money doesn't really have free will, but people do. You know what I mean? So it's a little different. But it's the same in, you know, are you constantly saying or thinking, I can't afford that, I'm broke, I can't afford this? Or are you thinking and feeling into, I'm fully abundant, I am an infinite creator, infinite blessings are on their way to me, it feels so good to receive. You know, again, that would be surrendering the lack of what's not here. I don't have it, but I want it, right? Well, instead, flip it up, reverse it, and say, it's already here. It's all good. You want to call in divine union? Then embody the energy and feelings, emotions of what it feels like to be in divine union with your counterpart, whoever that is. And I highly suggest surrendering up a face to the person. Okay, like you do what you want, of course, but again, going back to the highest and greatest good, I have faith and I trust that the universe and source, God, spirit will bring forth and align me to my divine counterpart when the time is right. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to overthink it. I don't have to cling to it. I know that it will arrive when it's meant to. And I know it's going to be amazing because that's the only, because like attracts like, right? Okay, I'm leaving it here, my loves. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much. I know this was like a little different, you know, but it was coming through. I'm telling you, I'm getting so much stuff right now that it's just all these things are coming through and I'm just like, oh my gosh. But this was a big one. This was a big one for masculine and feminine. And for divine feminines, you know, this guidance is very beautiful guidance. It's very powerful guidance, of course. Okay. Have a gorgeous day, guys. If you want to work with me one-on-one, you want to tune into your own twin flame journey, your spiritual guidance, or whatever it is, I offer several different types of readings: Akashic past life readings, general readings. I offer a 20-minute vent sesh, a 10-minute recorded reading, and I also offer an intuitive energetic healing session. And that's very different for each person, each client, because I tune into your energy field, your physical, emotional, mental, astral bodies, etc. And then we go from there. What needs to be cleared? What cords need to be cut? Are there attachments, entities, you know, whatever it is, okay? So anyways, have a beautiful day, guys. I will see you soon. Mwah. Bye.